New at 10, a welcome home celebration for a former inmate released from prison after nearly 3 decades. This service here on your screen at Williams Temple Church on Union Boulevard is in support of Bobby Bostic. Bostic was released from prison earlier this month. One of the people working to get him out, the judge who sentenced him years ago. News 4's Shoshana Stahl sat down with Bostic today to talk about his second chance.
Everything that people on the street take for granted is something I'm going to appreciate for the rest of my life because I was deprived of those things for 27 years.
Bobby Bostic had been incarcerated since 1995 after committing a series of robberies here in St. Louis when he was 16 years old. After being convicted for more than a dozen charges, he was sentenced to 241 years in prison.
Pronounced that as sentencing when she told me I would die in prison, so it was basically a death sentence.
Bostic wouldn't have been eligible for parole until he was 112 years old. Although he expected to spend the rest of his life in prison, Bostic wanted to change who he was. He started reading books and eventually wrote 15 of his own.
I wanted to do more than die in prison. Even though I wasn't ever getting out, I wanted something better because when I looked around prison, all I saw was darkness and just stupidity and ignorance. And I was like, man, this can't be my life. It got to be something better than this.
While in prison, Bostic also earned an associate's degree. He says the degree cost $28,000, something he and his family couldn't afford. But the kindness of strangers paved the way.
They saw I was trying to do something in my life, so there's good people in the world, and they saw goodness in me in prison, so they helped me.
While Bostic was working to better himself in prison, the judge who issued that sentence noticed. For 4 years, Evelyn Baker advocated for Bostic, saying he deserved a second chance.
Just to have that opportunity is the biggest blessing that anybody can ever think of when you never was getting out.
On November 9th of this year, he was given that, walking out of prison on parole.
It was the greatest feeling in the world. It was surreal. It was like the sun shining for the first time. Like when you walk out in the sunshine with no cuffs on.
Now Bostic is working to get his bachelor's degree, hoping to enroll in a university here in St. Louis. Most importantly, he appreciates all the things to come with his newfound freedom.
Everything in the world is different, but it's beautiful though. The grocery store, the laughter of the kids, the grass. You know, we couldn't walk on the grass all day. Just the leaves, everything I see in nature, everything is a blessing.
Bostic still keeps in touch with the former judge who helped make parole possible for him, even spending Thanksgiving with her on Thursday. Reporting in St. Louis, Shoshana Stahl, News 4.
What a remarkable story. Great to see the judge staying in touch with him.